Hello beloved, I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, I want to welcome you. On today's episode, I'll be making a Eto recipe. This recipe is so simple to make and so are the ingredients. This recipe can be eaten for lunch, for dinner, even for brunch if you like. Now without further much ado, let me go ahead and introduce the ingredients we are going to need. So to make my Eto, I am using 4 fingers of plantains. You can choose to use very green plantains, medium ripe plantains, and that will be fine for the recipe. You will need your onions. Here I'm using 1 habanero pepper. To make the Eto, I am going to include some peanut butter. Also, you need your palm nut oil. And this is the brand I'm using today. This can be bought in any African stores or you can get it online at eBay or Amazon. Also, to garnish my Eto, I am going to sprinkle a bit of my peanut, my dry roasted peanuts. You will need your salt. And to blend the fresh ingredients, I am going to use the blender. Typically, people tend to use earthen pot, which is also known as apotoyowa in Ghana. In addition to that, I'm also going to need my avocado and my eggs. We are going to cook the eggs. So in this saucepan, this is the water I'll be using to cook the plantain. If you are interested, please stay tuned. We'll take this recipe step by step. Once again, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned. May God richly bless you. Remember that life without Jesus Christ is lifeless. Until next time, please keep watching. So I'm going to show you how I peel the plantain and then we are going to start cooking it. First, I cut the top of the plantain, the bottom of the plantain, and simply use my knife to slide it down from top to bottom, okay? And then you just peel it like that. I have a couple of videos where I have demoed how to peel the plantain. So it's as simple as that, okay? That's all you need, and then cut it into 2. So now we have our plantain all peeled and they are ready to cook. I'm just going to add my eggs and then have my oven on medium heat and then start cooking them. Please keep watching as we do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to blend the onions and the habanero pepper with my peanut butter, okay? So I'm going to blend everything here, and when I finish, after I finish mashing my plantains, I'm going to mix it with the plantain to create the Eto. So Eto is simply a mashed plantain or medium ripe plantain with eggs, and if you like avocado, you can garnish it with avocado and some peanuts. So let's go ahead and blend this these ingredients, and then I'll come and show you the final result. Before I start mashing, I'm going to also show you the mashing process of the plantain, okay? So please do not forget to add your salt to this mixture, okay? So I'm just going to start blending it. So we are going to check on our plantain to see how it's cooking. It's cooking very beautifully. It looks like in the next maybe 5 minutes it will be cooked and we can start mashing it. So please keep watching as we do that. So right now we are at a very important step with our Eto making process. Now we are going to mash the plantains. And this is our cooked plantains. They are steaming hot right now, and that is how you want it. You don't want your plantain to cool down before you start mashing them, because then they're going to start looking very lumpy. Also, I want to remind you all that with the mixture I just blended, which is the onions, habanero pepper, and then the peanut butter, if you are allergic to peanut, you can omit the peanut from the process, okay? So there are 2 things you can use to mash your plantain. If you don't have this, This can be bought in most African stores. It's called tapoli. If you don't have tapoli, you can also use a potato masher to mash your cooked plantains. So without the earthen pot or the apotoyowa, this is another easy way you can mash your plantains without any hassle. So simply mash it just like that, okay? Also, one tip in making eto is that you don't add salt when you are cooking your plantain. You make sure that you add your salt to the blended mixture. And if you are using the apotoyowa, when you are blending everything or mashing everything in the apotoyowa, you just add your salt to it. As you already know, everybody have their own way of cooking. So this is how I cook my eto, okay? So I'm going to continue this process until all the plantains have been mashed. And then I'll come back and show you how I add the fresh blended ingredients to the mixture. Please keep watching as I do that. So right now what we are going to do is I'm going to add the blended fresh ingredients with my peanut butter. I have finished mashing the plantain, so I'm just going to mix everything, okay? This is what is going to flavor the plantain for you, okay? So after this point, the next thing we are going to do is to add our palm oil, since our plantain is still hot, and this is going to help melt the palm oil. If you want to melt it separately too, you can do that, but my plantain is still hot, so I'll just add it like that. I'm using about 3 tablespoons depending on the quantity of eto that I'm making. If you are making a larger quantity, obviously you need more. So that is that. Do not forget to subscribe when you watch this video. I have new videos coming up every week. Also, if you have any questions, leave comments. I'm just adding a little bit more of my mixture that I blended to make sure that my eto is really flavorful, okay? If you don't like avocado or you're allergic to peanuts, just omit the two. Typically we eat eto with very nice boiled eggs, and you can just enjoy your eto with your boiled eggs. So now everything is all done. I'm gonna start serving the eto. Please keep watching. Hello beloved, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned and learning how to make my eto recipe. As you saw, the making was very simple. If you're a new subscriber to my channel, I do want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank you for your support and your love. So here is our mashed plantains garnished with avocado and peanuts and eggs. Enjoy! Thank you once again for coming by. Until next time, may God richly bless you. Bye for now. Eto recipe, or simply known as mashed plantains.